This morning in the Atlanta airport, no one's missing a meal on Mac Wilburn's watch. With 11 restaurants to serve passengers, he's got dining for every destination. And it all started when Mac talked with First Horizon Bank about opening a franchise in the airport. Now it's open for business and cleared for takeoff. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/Mac. First Horizon Bank, member FDIC. A lifetime of hard work, children laughing in the kitchen, family photos on a restaurant wall, a legacy that lives on. It all comes from the power of a conversation, like the one Tommy Hall had with First Horizon Bank about taking over his father's Charleston-based restaurant business. Now the table is set for a whole new generation. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/Tommy. First Horizon Bank, member FDIC.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get started.
I have thought a lot in the last 24 hours.
Time to get your weekly sports fix.
By the skin of their teeth, they lost.
You know, then you can just ride it the whole thing.
With Stix.
Nothing wrong with little technology issues before you go live with the...
There was no technology issues. There was Jason issues. Is what there was.
Yeah. There is something wrong with issues. I don't know what you want to put in between the quotation marks. Man. Well, we already got our votes in, and they have already been tallied. We already know who won.
You live fools!
I'll tell you, man. It is not easy being this dumb sometimes with technology, man. Hey, who knew that the little microphone on the adapter and the headphone on the adapter had to be plugged in from the headphone on the adapter to the headphone on the headset, and then the microphone from the headset to the microphone.
See, listen to this explanation. Yeah, listen to this explanation even. I mean, this is like IKEA instructions for plugging two wires in that not only are they two wires that go together, they have icons on each one to denote who matches up with who.
Dude, I thought, sometimes you get, I just couldn't find the right hole. So who knows?
Hey, yeah, in a minute, people be thinking I left them gummies at your house. So you're over there wilding out. You have an adverse effect from the CBD gum.
You would think I'd be on something right now, like fuck, man. All right, hey, that's just how the day starts right there. Is with
are we even on the radio, dude?
Yeah, we're live, rocking and rolling. Just made a full ass out of myself. Good thing you didn't get the full version of it when I'm unplugging and plugging shit back in and cussing and screaming. Oh man, what's going on with you, homie? What's cracking down there in the 253?
In the words of the big homie OG Bill Belichick, man, I'm taking it day by day.
Day by day.
It's just day by day, man.
And it's a damn good thing you aren't an orthopedist or whatever, or all that other nonsense that he was spewing, because you would have already diagnosed yourself with the Bo Jackson years ago.
Yeah, me and Mac Jones was in the training room next to Kawhi Leonard and everybody else who's been on, Christian McCaffrey. I can't remember
Zach
who else
Wilson.
was in there. Zach Wilson was in there. Trey Lance.
Jameis Winston's in there now.
Trey Lance had just left, and I was trying to get my MRI schedule. I seen the fool in there, and I was like, "Man, yo, tell me what happened. What's going on? Y'all good? Y'all gonna be good?" You know what he told me?
No.
Day by day. He said we're gonna take it day to day. This fool told me, I said, you know what, man, you've been hanging around Bill Belichick way too damn long, bro. Get your shit together, man. You can tell the big homie, man.
I think they're milking you, dog. I'm thinking they're milking you for those visits. They tell you need to tell them straight up. You better start telling me something I don't already know, you fools. I'm in here too often. I spend 30% of my week hanging out in the ER with those clowns.
Man, with the level that I'm on and the relationship that I have with Kaiser Permanente, shout out to y'all. I have a triple diamond status over there with them. Okay. So by the first quarter of the year, you know what I'm saying? I am the anonymous maxed out of pocket homie already. So after that, I can go get anything done. I can go get a false arm. I can go get motorized scooters. Everything's already paid for. In a minute, I'm working towards my maximum lifetime allowable already. I'm getting there, right? I'm getting there. So, hey, carte blanche, man. I just walk in one of them old school ass Diners Club cards, and they should be like, "Oh, Mr. Homie, right this way." Another MRI, sir? Oh no, I'm sorry. CAT scan this time, sir. All right, this way. Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, that's he said it's a sick rewards card to have, I guess. But
I literally sick, G. Literally.
No pun intended, or kind of. What's happening? Hey, you notice, man? Look at this clean shaven fool over here, man.
I'm saying you look like you late for fifth period.
I look like Casper the damn ghost.
Where your backpack at?
All cleaned up, man. Ready
you late for passing period. Get it.
You with this little school lunchbox too, man. Backpack with the school lunchbox. The Transformers or the He-Man back in the day.
Oh sure. Hey man, get your college youth together. Maybe you can get on one of these campuses, get the anonymous collegiate homie some of this college knowledge, because it started off beautiful. I knew I shouldn't have went on. See, this is what happens with everybody. And that's what social media is for. It's glamorizing when you hit. Okay.
Yeah.
And I am not unlike anyone else. I go in there. Hey, after the first game, I'm feeling good in the morning. College football. 4-1.
Second game, feeling good.
4-1. All right. I'm about to take a break. All right. Let me determine. Fooling around the house. Yeah, I got charged up back again the second half of the Saturday. Yeah, I ate all that up. I was 1-4 for the rest of the day. So it was a wash. College, I got something working. I'm not divulging what's working with the collegiate homie. But when I come with some stats and when I come with something concrete, I'm going to put it out there. But I am playing college this year with confidence because I think I found something already. Now, I don't know how unpredictable college is. I'm banking on the fact that college is more predictable than the NFL.
Yeah, especially now with the division games or freaking whatever you call it. I can't remember now.
The group of 5 and
like the
conference
games. Yeah, the conference games like Florida State, Wake Forest play this week. Number 22 and number 23. Go Noles. My Noles are 23. So stuff the conference play that they got going on. So yeah, I mean,
well, you want to try to catch a lightning in a bottle, like I did with Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm saying you want to catch and you get familiar with them doing, and if they're consistent, they do the same thing regardless against anybody. If you pick up a trend on traits, then you can know which way to go, what to stay away from, and so. By so many games, too many teams in college. That's my problem. You know what I mean? But like I told you last week, minus out all the BS, just search for good numbers.
Well, speaking of good numbers, I think every week the 3 or 4 games each week that was going on with the Alabamas and the Michigans and the nonsense teams playing the top Power 5 teams. Excuse me, the first half numbers were in the plus 30s. And I think if we would have played every single one of those, we'd be at least 80%, 90% in all the first half numbers, let alone the game numbers. I think the game definitely the plus 50s and plus 45s, like damn near, I think every single one of them covered, even got upsets on some of that shit.
Right. So, outright wins.
Yeah. On a big, some of those big 20 plus numbers. So yeah, that's wild, homie. That is a wild game, man. We were back and forth all day on Saturday with freaking the UW game and then
Wazoo.
The Wazoo game and Oregon. I mean, that shit was fucking wild. They had that game wrapped up. I don't know if I should save this for the latter part of the show, but damn, they had that game wrapped up with 3 minutes left, dog. 3 minutes left, and just choked it away, as the non-Coug fans say, and Coug did or whatever. But man, I'll tell you what, though, man, those games on Saturday were fire. My Knowles came out on top. UW came out on top. Wazoo should have came out on top. We'd had a clean day, though. If we'd had a better day than we did have on Saturday with the Wazoo would have pulled that out. I got a little antsy there at the end, but I knew those were good plays until they were good. They were good plays until 3 minutes left in the damn game.
That's what it's going to be, I think, in this, if we just for a minute, like we know anything about college football. But I mean, it seems like it's UCLA because they got Chip down there. So you got NFL coach, okay, Chip Kelly. And you have SC who's building, but they're kind of looking kind of iffy right now. It doesn't look like they're rolling 100% right now. Like they're still trying to figure it out. But you got Lincoln Riley, and he's blessed like the new young cat, right? And he brought his guy with him, and everybody knows the story of what they're doing in SC. So it's those two guys down south, and then Washington is ready, and Wazoo looks competitive. I don't know about Utah in this division. It looks like they're rough this year. Colorado, fade them. I do know. Fade Colorado Buffaloes for any of y'all. I don't know anything other than that. Look to the numbers, but fade Colorado. That's where it is bomb.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think you hit that one off for the pack. The Northwest, that we're looking at, those teams. Yeah, I mean, you can't really. And then you just like we were just talking about a little bit was, the Alabamas and the Michigan when they're favored by 55, you always take the under on that one. Take the underdogs on those because Bill or Saban's not going to beat anybody by 63 if it's possible.
Watch them chase it down. If they do it, hey, more power to you. But I don't think you should do some of these ridiculous numbers unless you get hit over the head with one of those Miamis from last week against Middle Tennessee.
Yeah,
it's one of those. It's one of those situations where you pay a college millions of dollars just to come so you can smack them on. I mean, it's one of those deals, the college deals where the university pays your university since you're in the minor leagues a bunch of money, and they thinking, oh, we're just gonna smack them up. Yeah, boy. A big 24 and a half, I think, point favors the Miami Hurricanes got smacked up. So you don't want to be those guys, but we're going to work out this college situation, man. I'll tell y'all what I do. I just look for the coaches. Like I tell you, one thing I could rely on, a good quality coach, I'm going to say he's got something working for him. If he's been around for a while, I know his name, the Jim Bowles. It's a couple dudes I don't like
didn't have Jimbo working for Jimbo a couple weeks ago, though.
Right? But I mean, generally, you look at those dudes and a couple of these other guys versus some of the dudes you never heard of. So,
yep, we'll see what happens this weekend. Lots of good games going on as well. Let's get into this, huh? We got we got Monday, we got football tonight, we got Mariners tonight, we got all sorts of stuff to roll in through. So
Kraken this weekend,
Kraken tonight on
Kraken. Everybody, here's a note. The big homie has told you absolutely nothing so far NHL wise, but I will tell you this: the number is 82.5 points. Kraken. You know what that means? They saying the Kraken is going to be Kraken this year.
They went from
who had close to 80
to high.
Only team who had close to 82.5 last year was Columbus Blue Jackets. The Columbus Blue Jackets had 81 points. Their record was 37, 38, and 7. Okay. Last year, the Tentacle, our record was 27, 49, and 6. So we got to put up basically another 12 more wins. Do we have 12 more wins in us with the core that we about to put out there? This is what I'll ask Stix. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I haven't got to see any of the preseason games yet, but I've been looking at the lineups and following a little bit, trying to research on the lineup cards that they do have out there. I know they got rid of some people last year, but
Mhm.
we'll see what happens with the full season of Manny Beniers
Yes, sir.
and then I don't know about the Shane Wright kid. Have you heard
I don't know this guy.
the word on the street is he's like cussing and screaming at the head coach already? That he's the
Oh,
guy
word.
that they just
Oh.
drafted in the fourth round.
I like him already. He don't leave a couple
So I don't
people
know.
out
We'll
front.
see. I don't know if he's going to be one of those guys that are on the active roster yet or whatever. But like Beniers to like college last year before he came in, right? So this guy should be good to go. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Got to do some research, but a couple more weeks and it'll be live action, baby. Well, a few more weeks actually. It's middle of October, right?
We got preseason jumping off against the Knucks this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So look, we're coming. And they still working with 5.5s to start the year off.
Oh, that's funny. I was looking at that. I think it was last night. I was
Not
like,
even
damn.
gonna message you. Hey, with the Canucks, it's a guaranteed over. I don't know this team though, but if you gave me last year's team and this was the regular season against the Canucks,
Always a O.
bank it. If it's 5.5, because see, last year was creeping up to 6 and it's creeping to 6.5. So
Yeah,
5.5, I'd take it easy.
nice. Hey, remember to subscribe, rate, and review on whatever favorite podcast platform you use. Go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Got some dope stuff you got going on. And check us out on YouTube if you're not doing it right now as we speak, since we're live. Sports Fix with Stix and Nas Big Homie. Subscribe and smash that like button. We'd appreciate it. We appreciate y'all. Follow us on Twitter. That'd be me at Stix015. Follow this guy and Nas Big Homie at homie_anonymous. You would have, if you haven't done it yet and you didn't see everything from this weekend when we were tweeting and talking back and forth and putting plays in, you missed out. So you got to get on that and then use that hashtag Stix and Sports whenever you do anything. Tag us as well. We're cool with it. Let's get some conversations going. Let's go. We got you. Ask us anything.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll give you the answer.
If you don't know, you can't learn.
That's right.
Yeah, it's showtime, man. Let's get out.
Let's go. We got football and baseball to get to tonight.
I think so, man. Let's put some heat under our ass real quick. This week, Aaron Judge achieved what only one man has done before. Oh, wait, that's in the AL. That's in the AL. Okay, but he did it. Okay, we got that update on what's going on with him and his whole home run quest. The rest of the MLB stories with that, along with the NFL shenanigans. Week 3. Yeah, a lot of stories to talk about. Week 4 matchups is coming at you. But first, sure, I don't know. Let's find out what's got us fired up this week.
What's got you fired up, homie? Let me start though.
I don't know, Stix. What's got you fired up?
Yeah, let me just get it out there a little bit because I know yours is going to probably be a little more conversational than this one.
That shit might get everybody fired up.
A couple things that got me a little fired up the last week is the Mariners are 12 and 12 on the month after they started the month 4-0. So a little bit of a injury season. We'll talk injury prone towards the last month here, but we'll talk about that once we got to the NBA. And then the nonsense that's happening, it happened in Seattle twice. I don't know if it got me fired up, but it got me fired up a little. What the hell's going on in this world? City, crazy. The damn Saturday night, the UW game, you're sitting there watching the game, and all of a sudden they're like, pause, get everybody off the field. Boo, boo, boo. There's a drone flying over, right? So Saturday night, the UW gets the drone flying over, and then the Sunday game, the Seahawks game at home against Atlanta, there's another damn drone. But I'm under the inflection that it's the same damn kid that smart damn kid at UW that did it. However, supposedly when they were on Sunday, when they were talking about it, they mentioned something that the University of Washington said that it was their drone that happened at their game or something.
Mm.
First of all, I call
Did
bullshit.
they clarify that?
That's just what, the commentator said, is
Okay.
that they were told by, that it was the Seattle Police Department, that it was the University of Washington drone. First of all, I call bullshit, because they know they can't do that. So why would they have their own drone there? So
exactly.
And second of all, they should have shot that motherfucker down.
Hey,
one sniper, boom, bomb, boom, blow that shit up. It floats away in the
road,
down.
bro. What do you think this is? Where do you think the stadium is that just guns just come out and just take aim?
I'm
like
sure there's
American snipers.
They don't have a sharpshooter like in the Last Boy Scout sitting up in the damn lights ready to rock and roll.
Good reference. Sports stadium reference. Gun. Oh, come on, dog.
That's the best movie ever. Last Boy Scout. You can't go wrong
that's
there.
A reference and a half right there.
Hey.
I would have think you would have cooked that one up.
Milo was up there ready to go, man. Milo was ready to take one till Bruce Willis came and whooped his ass.
What's up with that though? So in the sophomore prank era, is this a sophomore prank you would pull? Or is this some stuff where you go, you know what, that's too far, like the laser pointer at the airliner,
right?
That kind of thing, and dumb shit. Look, I mean, I know you might go, it's kind of innocent, and it's a little sneak thing that I did. I've never been the one for little.
I wouldn't personally, but I wouldn't put it past people that I know, or people that I know or friends with that.
I definitely know a whole bunch of fools who would do this.
So especially now with. Like when you see, when you're, now with all these smart kids that are in college, I mean, that motherfucking drone was probably built. He probably built himself, and he lives across the street, and damn, just pop that baby up and said, "Oh, hey, let's go check this, see if this thing works. Roll it out there."
You don't even know. This dude could have been a monetized broadcast that could be going somewhere that he's getting behind a paywall. He could have it could be a whole thing, because I just realized, I just found while I was partially the anonymous big hurricane the last couple of days,
the Weather Channel homie.
You can YouTube, and there are live cameras that are just stationed in places. So there's like one at Venice Beach. You could just watch people walk down the street at Venice Beach on YouTube live every day. There's ones in weird places across the world, and they're just cameras up, and there's plenty of ones in Florida. So you tap in and you see what's going on with the hurricane, that kind of thing. So they could have been figuring like, hey, let's do this. It's like watching a rare egg hatch. I don't know. These kids is dumb. You never know what people are on. For me, it's never a good thing. I always point to shenanigan right off the bat, because I never think that is anything positive behind anything like that. Like when the fan guy fans his damn way into the damn boxing ring, you know what I'm saying? Even though, that's funny for me at home sitting here watching it. Come on, dog. I paid money to get into this arena if I'm a boxing fan, and I'm watching this boxing fight, and you're gonna fan man and parachute your way into this arena. And what if I had money on this fight or blah blah blah? Right. You messing up my mojo.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not for a lot of it. Like I said, a lot of it they just want to get the streaking and all of that. I think that all of that, this kind of thing, it falls into the new age version of the sports prank shenanigan, like streaking used to be.
Now it's got the drones.
Now let's drone the place.
And especially, and I think it affected the Seahawks game more than it affected the Husky game, right? The Husky game was pretty much damn near over. I mean, at that point. But the Seahawks game, the Seahawks were either going to get the ball back. There was only a few minutes. It was like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so it's still a close game, right? And so. Whatever team they had to stop the game and then do this and all that. And that's like you said, 100%, if there's a wager on this for people, you don't want to screw any of that up. Plus, it's a win for your team, and you got people in the stands all excited. And then now you're getting them riled up and scared and all that shit. But I'd like to find out. I haven't seen anything on it since then, but it'd be interesting to find out what really it was, because I guarantee you it was from the same person, and it was the same college kid at UW. So that's my opinion on it. What's got you fired up, homie?
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of statistics, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and an enormous selection of players and stat options are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million football fans who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/get100 and use code GET100. That's code GET100 at prizepicks.com/get100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Man, hey, look, this time, I think, like I said, I think the whole world is fired up about this one. In a way, I can't be mad at them. The first thing that I say is I can't be mad at them because I'm a dude that would do some shit like this. I would definitely do some Brett Favre type shit. Okay, this past week, some information got out as it relates to Brett Favre and Brett Favre being a master of being able to procure funds. Okay, you tell Brett Favre you need money to get something popping. That boy will go to work for you. Okay, he is like Saul Goodman. He will go to work for you. I'm trying to tell you, Brett Favre will go out there and shake the trees and he will make things happen. So comes to find out, and it's the strange way that it happened too. And I like the way that the story you follow me a little bit, how it works out. There's this random reporter, right? And she's looking for a job. She gets going around or whatever. She goes to this newspaper in Mississippi. She says, hey, there's something that I need a job and there's something that's not being written about. Okay, and she says, I want to write about the welfare system because Mississippi is a hard area. There's a lot of welfare going in there, and she just wants to write about is everything working right? Okay. Come to find out through her investigations, okay, she finds that, guess who? The $1 Million Man and Virgil.
Yeah, throw that. I'll spit water all over the place.
The $1 Million Man and Virgil, bro, is out here getting money from Mississippi, right? So Mississippi gives the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, for some church religious organization like $2 million. And then she goes, whoa, what's up with this? The Mississippi just gives away $2 million to like the $1 Million Man. I know he's the $1 Million Man and all of that, but what's up? She keeps looking at that. She finds Brett Favre. Brett Favre is like the native son of Mississippi. So, of course, why not? He got the key to the city. He got the key to the state. He got the whole thing. Brett Favre wants a new volleyball court for his alma mater because his daughter happens to play volleyball. They need a volleyball court. I know construction costs and all of this, inflation and supply chain and all of this. Brett Favre procures a $500K over here, a $600K over here, a 1.1 over here. And guess what? Bang, boom, there's a volleyball stadium. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't tell you. Okay, wait. The money that the state gave came out of the budget that is being used for welfare projects, G. So Mississippi, which is the brokest state in the United States and has been for a good long time, don't got money. Their people generally are, under the economic poverty line. So a lot of them are on welfare, high welfare rates, so they get a lot of funds there. The funds are going to Brett Favre and Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and Virgil.
First of all, I should probably clarify that it's not really Ted DiBiase before we get into the slander.
It is Ted DiBiase. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, I'll put you to sleep with my $1 million dream. Ooh.
I thought it was the governor.
Come on, dog. The governor.
The old governor.
The governor is now busted because now all kinds of text messages then came out from Brett Favre that sound mad shady. Like, hey, I don't want to get busted for this, governor. Whoa, no. We're not going to, can anybody find out about this? The whole thing is shady, bro. But Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man, already got his money, and his money was spent already. Okay, he just was the first one to get found. I don't know if he's gonna get busted, but of course, Brett Favre is the bigger name than Ted DiBiase. Okay,
yeah,
so
that's crazy.
It's wild. A whole bunch of people is getting caught up in this net, man. It's welfare money, grant money, and check this out. He even said, check this out. I'll do a commercial for y'all. If you cut another check. You can use that as the payment for instead of just giving it to me outright. I'll just do a commercial for y'all.
Right, I just part of my payback or whatever.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Look,
yeah, that's wild, man. There's a lot of people with their hands in the pot there, though.
Look, famous people work their name for shit, for bread, for everything. I've heard thousands of times, man. People go, when it's Michael Jordan never has to buy a drink in Chicago or buy a steak in Chicago ever. You've heard this thing before. Mm-hmm. Gary Payton would never have to buy a drink in Seattle ever again from any bar, restaurant, everywhere. That's just how it goes. Famous people know how to work and parlay shit. You thinking about drinks. Yeah. They over here thinking about, oh, I want a new Tesla. How can I maneuver with somebody so a Tesla can roll up here and all I have to do is send a tweet or something. They playing around a whole lot bigger than us. Brett Favre is moving government money for volleyball courts.
I'd like to know how he got approved for it in the first place.
Okay, you ready?
And then,
he got the state controller, who is basically the state treasurer, in his pocket, is in starstruck brain fog from Brett Favre.
And then they reallocated it to him. I see that. I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That is some wild shenanigans going on.
If you're the most famous person from Mississippi besides Martin Luther King, well, Martin Luther King ain't from Mississippi, I don't think, but maybe he is. I don't know. But anyway, if you're the most famous person from Mississippi, you should be able to work. Okay. And that's why I said this is mad foul, because it came from welfare. Okay. And especially from the place, ironically, that needs it the most. Secondly, this is definitely some wild shit I would do. Don't let me become famous, okay? I'm gonna be hobnobbing to try to get rides, a chauffeur. I'm gonna try to anything they can give me, okay? I don't care what it is. Manscaper, you want to send a shaver? Come on, send it, okay?
That's right. For real.
Any of these damn things, y'all want to send it? Send it. Doritos, Frito-Lay, anything that I use on a regular basis, send it up. You know what I'm saying?
Some Leinenkugels and some Coors Light for me, if you got that in an option.
I'm saying.
And a flight on Allegiant to Vegas would be nice. Let's go do a show from the air. Or speaking of that, okay, are you done with? I just thought of something.
Go ahead.
That Brett Favre stuff is wild, but you know what is more wild than that?
What?
Speaking, I know you saw this since you're the anonymous hurricane homie or whatever right now. These motherfuckers flying through the eye of the hurricane. Yeah. What in the Sam hell is wrong with you? And that shit better have some hazard pay. Holy hell. There ain't no damn way. You've been on a flight with me when there's a little bit of turbulence. You imagine my ass trying to go through the hurricane?
Yeah, you're not doing it.
No, not even.
Absolutely, you're definitely not doing it. But
not even a chance.
These dudes were sitting here talking like it was nothing. Oh yeah, we went through this. This is like a 60, 70th time we've done this, and by far this is the worst one. But I'm still going to do it again after this.
Yeah.
Cats that do stuff like that, I feel them. But you know what? The reason why we think it's so far-fetched is because you think about how much goes into that. They do it routinely. So clearly, it's just like skydiving. People do it routinely. and it's very small failure rates to a lot of this stuff. Think about airplane flights in general.
How possible is that?
That's what I'm saying. Airplane flights in general. There are more airplanes in the sky than a motherfucker daily. Okay. And you don't hear about crash for shit worldwide. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it looks wild to us when we see bungee jump and all this crazy shit. That I would not do. But some of this stuff, it seems hella wild and it's kind of far-fetched when you apply the death aspect in there. But but these people who've done it, they are pros. They've done it hundreds of times, or in their case, 70 times, flying through a damn hurricane. But them pictures was dope. I gotta say, we wouldn't have some of those pictures of being in the middle with a sun coming through without these dudes risking their life doing dumb shit, right?
I had to turn away when I saw them bouncing around there. But then the other thing was too is like, I think I've been on a plane with turbulence like that before.
I've never been on nothing that was real significant.
I mean, not that bad. I mean, not obviously that bad, but like, I mean, they were just kind of bouncing around and laughing and having a good time. Like, I would have been like pooping myself and wetting myself and spilling my drink everywhere and asking for another one right now because that was wild.
So
that was cool. You want to get into some MLB real quick, but first,
these messages.
Did you hear that?
You're about to get us.
Hey,
you're about to get us flagged, bro.
Give us a shout. Just got to give him a shout out. Rest in peace, Coolio.
Hopefully we don't get flagged, bro. We could probably only do a couple seconds of it.
Well, that's from our childhood though, man. That's some wild shit. Blasting the Gangster's Paradise.
Well, I mean,
Fantastic Voyage.
Coolio's from Compton, so it's the same city I grew up in.
Yeah,
not too far down the street, city adjacent, and going from Coolio being from WC in the Mad Circle to being the first one to leave WC in the Mad Circle, and then being famous on his own. That's crazy, man. You can't see stuff like that, man. People be checking out too quick, man. Nowadays, me and Em was just talking about that. It was like every day it's another story, and it's like younger and younger too. Which is wild. And it's like we thought technology was helping us, get a little wild out there. But a lot of these things with famous people, you never know. Because check this out. Why is it always something wild story attached to some of this stuff? Why got to be bathrooms and just being found and
shooting while you're eating lunch or something in the middle of the day?
Whitney Houston and my man from Stone Temple Pilots, and it's always like people get found in wild places. So then it's like after the fact, it's like all this questions and like what was going on. I just hate that, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm an old softie, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, rest in peace, Coolio. So, hey, I told you, and I think I just tweeted this too. My brother went up to the Spokane, to the Northern Quest Casino. And that he was one of the entertainers that night at the casino. So my brother got to see him that night. So that's
was just what, a month ago?
Yeah, a month ago. Exactly a month ago, last month. So it's wild, dude. I wish I would have got a ticket like he asked me if I want to go or whatever. I mean, should have went, but I'm punked out. But yeah, it's dope though. So R.I.P. Coolio. All right, well, let's see what we can knock out in the next we got 30 minutes before kickoff, homie.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, what is there really to say? I mean, what did Aaron Judge do it, or did he do it?
Aaron Judge, Albert Pujols. I'm gonna love your take on this one. Judge did it. 61, baby. That's what he did. Finally, it took him, I think, like 8 games or something like that, or like 9 games.
Look how happy. Look at how relieved he was after that. He just smiling after he. But
you know what the thing was too is he wasn't forcing himself to swing at bad pitches. He was still taking walks.
Right.
I mean, the
pitchers was just doing him dirty.
I mean, they were doing him dirty. I mean, like that. I mean, not really giving him. And you know what I was surprised a lot of those. I watched the game on what day was that? The day before he hit the home run, so it must have been Tuesday. When he walked 3 times in those 4 at bats. And like the couple of those pitches from his strike zone that he's been called a strike over the past 3 to 4 years, a lot of those pitches were in the same spot, and the umpires did not call a strike on those, since Aaron Judge is the highest. Even Rich Arda Warnick, we and I were talking about this the other day, a couple of weeks ago, that his strike zone is he's so big, and he's getting a lot of these calls from the umpires. So on those four walks, he really wasn't getting, the pitchers weren't getting those strike calls, which was kind of astonishing to me that a couple of those weren't called strike 2 or strike 3 on those. So, but yeah, shout out to him. I hope he hits 12 more.
I mean, what are we talking about? We're 6-7 games for most teams. I mean, so I mean, he can just to hit the one more and take a load off, because you have the playoffs. You are in. You have clinched already. So you don't need to be carrying this going through. If you want to carry it in, if maybe he's taking a load off now because he's just tied the record and his name is there. Yeah. Right. But
Triple Crown,
of course,
getting
come
that
on,
money.
you're this close. You want to do it. Just like me, just like your homie. I'm so close. I want to do it. I yelled out a ridiculous number at the beginning of this year for my LADs. Okay. Think Blue Week is every week. I said 113 for the Dodgers. It is currently 107. 107 is the Dodgers' best. We keep besting the best. I said 113. We got 7 games left. We going 6-1. Hey, we going 6-1 for the homie, okay? Because I threw out a ridiculous number. We're going 6-1, okay? On accident. They're going to go 6-1 on accident. Okay, remember I said it first, okay? And it's going to be done just because I said so, man. Hey, but you know what I've been keeping my eye on aside from that, because there's not really a lot going on in baseball. The same thing that I've been keeping you up. I have been the anonymous National League East homie, okay? I've been keeping you up. It's 1 game now with the Mets and the Bravos, okay? It's boiling down. Guess what just happened? We just been talking about it. Hurricanes. This is not just a Florida thing right now. That thing done busted a whole S-turn and went through Florida. It's done with that now. It's Atlanta. Now, hopefully it comes through and just doesn't kind of grazes Atlanta. But this series is 3 games in Atlanta, okay, starting tomorrow. They both have games also. This is for the thing right here. They both have another series after, but this is for the thing right here. We'll see what the Hurricane does if they can play this, because it looks like Tampa's going to be playing when we're talking about the Buccaneers and that Sunday night game versus the Chiefs, which we're going to get into. But so it looked like everybody might have dodged some of this hurricane action, but we'll see what Atlanta has left as this makes its final moves with the hurricane weather.
Yep, Atlanta and the Mets, baby. 98 and 58 for the Mets and 97 and 59 for the Braves. They were tied and then got that L. But what I want to get your take on is do you think Dave Roberts took one for baseball last Friday night when he gave up those 2 home runs to Albert Pujols, former Dodger?
Yeah, come on, man.
Friend of the team.
Come on, man.
Love the Dodgers.
Uncle Theo.
Dave Roberts take one for baseball, giving up 2 home runs, because I saw the first home run off the lefty. That was a pretty good fastball challenge, like we talked about last week, right? But that second one off the righty was pretty much like here you go, kid. You're gonna give it up.
Who else was going to do
record books?
Who else was going to make sure that this got done? Okay, it's the Dodgers. Okay, it's Theo Alberto
at their own home stadium.
Come on,
where he just played.
Theo Alberto. You have to do it for the Theo. Everybody was excited about that. There wasn't no animus. There was nobody else. We don't have nothing to worry about. 107 wins. I just told you. What is we worried about? a run here, a run there. I got you. We did you a solid. Guess who's sitting next to you in the record book when they ask what pitcher gave up the 700 to Alberto?
It was like, hell, I'll do it.
Yep, it'll be sitting right next to Al Downing, who gave up 715 to Hank Aaron, another Dodger. We in the record books again, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, the kid was like, hey, I might never even see a pitcher's mound after this year, so sign me up.
Hey, even the kid. Oh, peep this though. What about the kid who the ump went crazy on him and called $3 on him?
Oh, that was funny. The Tampa Bay kid, the Blyer, Rocky, something Blyer.
Look, I don't remember the kid's name. Okay, but look, $3, bro. Okay, you got it in for me. Me and you gonna have a conversation after this.
Yeah, something wasn't right there.
If I would have lost this game, because look, I'm a reliever. You have Stix ain't hurting me. The anonymous big homie ain't hurting me. I'm out here trying to get money, trying to keep these contracts, stay in the bigs.
Never had a balk called on him either.
You calling what? Hold on. After the first one, hold on. Okay, I feel you. I see what's going on. I'm gonna do what I normally do. The second one, okay, wait. The third one, I'm getting thrown out. Because he still got out the inning. I'm getting thrown the hell out, and I think they manager got thrown out too after.
Cash?
But yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think they got thrown. But see,
how would you not?
Come on.
How would you not get tossed? Because that's dumb. I mean, even when they showed like the replays of it, I'm like, I don't see what he's doing. When you have Johnny Cueto, Clevenger, Castillo, all these pitchers that are doing all this weird nonsense, Nestor doing all this nonsense shit, you're gonna call a balk on a reliever out there to do his thing. He's out there throwing one inning every 9 days.
Mess up my money, I'm gonna come knock on your door. Blue.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Blue.
Well, one last thing,
Blue.
I do have to eat crow pie on the Mariners and their 100 regular win season. So
it could still happen.
Not regular wins. So that ain't happening. So it is 84 and 70. Last year they got to 90. So we'll see what happens. One game behind last year, 85 and 69 last year. Like I said earlier, started out September 4-0. Mariners they're 8 and 12 since then, and then 12 and 12 on the month. So we'll see what happens, but they're just going to get healthy. Julio will be back next week, and then get ready for that playoff. Only 2 games, their magic number, I believe, right now as of current. So we'll see what happens. Just got to get in. But I'll tell you what they have to do is score more than 1 fucking run a game, if that, or 2 runs a game. They need to get a little bit above that to win a damn game. You ain't going to win many games or score 1 run or 2 runs, no matter how damn good your pitching staff is.
Yeah, because if they land against the G's, there's not enough games for the Orioles to take them, and I don't even know if the Mariners want the Rays anyway.
Well, I think Baltimore may be eliminated, or Baltimore could be eliminated by tomorrow. If the Mariners win tonight and then Baltimore loses tomorrow, they're out. Toronto clinched today, but you know what? The thing about the G's though, homie. The Mariners are 7-1 against the G's this year. 3-0.
That's what I was saying.
1 at home and 3-0 at Cleveland.
That's what I was telling you. They was trying to position to get to the G's. I was trying to
get there. Yeah.
So I don't think that they were slumping, even though they really are. But I was trying to put a positive spin on y'all situation with a little footnote.
Yeah, I mean that's the way, and I with that pitching staff with that the Guardians have. The G's, as we like to call them, did well against them. I don't remember who started. I know McKenzie started 1 game. I think Savali started 1 game, and I think at Cleveland. And I think McKenzie, Savali, and Quantrill, I believe, started those games that they swept in Cleveland. So they didn't get Bieber. And then I don't know who the other guy was. Justin Bieber, but hey, we'll see what happens. Gotta they play. I think they play. What's today? So was there eight games left? 7 games in 8 days. 7 games in 6 days. So they have a doubleheader to next Tuesday. So whatever it is, they play a doubleheader. So they play more games than they do days. But yeah, so shout out. Let's go. Ready to roll. What you got for NFL, homie? Unless you got anything else.
What went on in NFL? Let me see. Let me try to refresh my damn memory. But look, check this out.
Yeah, no shit. Me too.
Hey, look, I'm gonna do it for the local fans and the PM Dove. Okay, Pacific Northwest. Let me show you some love.
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
Are you ready for a rewarding career in the electrical industry? Quality Electric of the Coastal Carolinas, QECC, is looking for qualified electricians and electrical helpers to join its Charleston team. QECC offers guaranteed full-time hours, make up to $30 per hour with possible performance bonuses and career growth opportunities. Enjoy benefits like health insurance, dental and vision coverage, 401k plans, and more. If you're a motivated, experienced electrician, this job is for you. QECC is an equal opportunity employer. For all job inquiries, send email to hr@qeccinc.com.
Man, is that the Mile High City or is it 3 and Out City? Is your boy Russell Wilson really Mr. 3 and Out, bro? How can I don't understand. This is the wildest thing is that they won that game looking as sad as they did. And how do you win a game doing 8 more 3 and outs than the other team? How do you even win a game like that? I don't even understand. I seen somebody I think they put up a graphic or something that said no team has ever, or only one other team has won a game by having more 3 and outs than the other team. And they had 8 more 3 and outs than the other team. For that. Yeah. Come on, man. The 49ers took an L, man. They look bad. But see, that's what this division is about to be. This division is about to shape out where we're at. Okay. So
the NFC West and the AFC.
Yeah, it's going to shape out pretty soon because the Rams are going to get footing and Arizona is going to be trying to hold on to.
Yeah, they ain't going to hold on to shit. It's going to be a runaway train wreck for the NFC West.
But see, the thing is that the Rams are going to lose some games, and it's going to look like everybody's going to have a chance still, right? But they're going to
give everybody hope.
Everybody's going to be looking real rough, bro. But forget all of that, man. That's just representing for local stuff right there. But I mean, we know what happened last week. Who cares about what happened last week? It was rough. I mean, it was a bunch of road dogs. It was everybody who was at home lost. It was
well,
just bad.
I mean, we did, like I have to go back to my boys, the Detroit bandwagon that I was on. Their scoring streak in every quarter came to an end with a missed field goal in the fourth quarter that cost them the game. So, but we did cover.
Gave up the game is what they did because they were up.
Gave up the game because I guess it didn't lose them the game, but it did give up the game. You're right, 100%. I mean, that's really. I don't have anything else on last week's games that really jump out. I mean,
Rodgers Brady was a snorer.
Yeah. San Francisco, Denver, as you touched on, was trash. Dallas, New York, Monday night was trash.
Your boy, JL is or JL. Why do I call him JL?
James.
No, y'all, your boy, Trev Lawrence.
Lawrence. Oh, he did
Lawrence,
step up though.
And your young team, who you've been trying to ride for 3 years, is finally good.
True. Finally got that. We talked about that. I told you
But are they good though?
I mean, we're gonna find out in week 4, aren't we? Don't they have? Did I swear I looked at something?
They got a tough one versus Philly.
They got Philly. We're gonna find out how good they really are here going forward. But hey, you know what? I'd like to lean on something until it finally comes true. Just like I've been leaning on the Mariners for 20 something years to get in the playoffs.
But
hey, if I'd have just bet on it every year, I'd be a winner by now once I get there.
Dude, there's so many teams I just want to call to the floor and just lambast them, but I'm going to wait. And I think that next week, after week 4, we should just do a segment to where we just blast a team that's underperforming. Okay.
Don't give away our new seg, because people out there that listen will steal. So we'll take care of a new seg that we got to jump out there.
But yeah, man. There was that, and
how people like to do it on the other networks. They like to steal our shit.
I wanted to do something like that and do that this week, but I said, you know what?
Give it one more week.
Hey, I'm gonna chill. But you see what I decided to do?
Yeah, I know.
If you check the feed, I would do something real weird to show you how weird the NFL is. The anonymous big homie hardline power ranking is not a top 10. It is not a top 10. Okay. It is a second 10. You know why it's a second 10? Because that's what the damn league, that's the meat and vegetables of the league. That's what you want to know. And you know what you know from that? All of those teams are the same team, damn it.
The next 10?
Straight up. The second 10 is the same team regardless. The first 10 is a different team. The last 4, what did I tell you? Last 4 or 5 are the same team. But the second 10 is the same damn team, bro. There's no like a 1 point separating a whole 10 teams, bro, based on how good. If I gave you Minnesota and Detroit, you would say I would take them straight up. I would take one or the other straight up.
Right. Yeah.
If I gave you Indianapolis, and that's the same division. Same thing again. Indianapolis and Tennessee. That's another second 10 team. New England and San Francisco. That's what I'm saying. They're all the same team, bro. So this is what we're finding out. Now, hopefully we'll get some separation because Miami Dolphins, again, an undefeated team. Buffalo Bills could not remain an undefeated team. So the Miami Dolphins, will see if they can hold on to that Thursday night football against the Super Bowl AFC champions, Cincinnati Bengals tonight, and they're underperforming. So what is going on with the Cincinnati Bengals?
They really lost. They lost to Pittsburgh when they didn't have a kicker or a holder, right? They didn't have the holder, and they had the special team snafus,
right?
And then they lost the other game by a field goal. Was it Dallas in week 2?
I can't remember what week 2 was, but
Cincy Dallas, yeah, they lost by a field goal, 2017. Yeah, right. So, and they were favored in that one, didn't cover.
I've downgraded the Bengals. Only team that I've downgraded more than the Bengals is the Colts. And I'm talking about, this is the same league with Houston in it. Okay, this is the same league with the Jets in it, and I've downgraded the Bengals. Come on, man. I don't know I don't understand what's going on, because it's the same team. So they have the same troubles. The same troubles, but they're not producing the same.
Yeah, I mean, they still can't protect Joe Burrow, right? In the same that we talked about. And I think didn't you pretty much say this was a step back for them?
Yep.
Super Bowl hangover type thing. I mean, shout out to my boy John Sandlin. I apologize for all that, but I think I think we'll see what happens tonight. I mean, this could be a bounce back game for Cincinnati, or it could be exactly, in my opinion, how I think it's going to go, is with a Miami dub here, one way or another.
I want both sides of this. I have both interests. I want the Miami 4-0, because I told you Miami is going to be a juggernaut this year. So I want the Miami 4-0, but I also want the competitive Cincinnati Bengals to win the division, like I projected as well. So I want some Cincinnati Bengal get back right here. I want a piece of the Bengals in this one because I don't want them to go down. Are they a 1-3 team? If you look at their roster and look like
what they just lost, those two we just lost, the two games we just talked about. I mean, they're really they could be 3-0 right now as well.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So maybe they're not as bad, and that's why the number was only at 3.5 and 4, because you know, it's kind of a sleeper. You look at the record, a novice out there that looks at the record says, "Oh, Miami's way better team. They're going to win by 10." Right. And then because the Bengals are 1-2, they're not good, but they don't realize they only lost 2 games by 6 points. Right.
This is what's weird about this one, though. It opened up at 4.5 to Cincinnati, though. So you're talking about swinging the damn thing the other way. On what? On what you've seen from Miami. That's why I'm scared of this game. That's why the jersey's on, right? Okay, because I want them both, right? Because there's no way Cincinnati is this bad. It's just not, because they would have been about, maybe that 4.5 would have come down to about maybe a 2.5 on Miami's performance, or maybe you would have sat at a 3 to Cincinnati.
You look at the 3.5. Well, I think it's back up to 4. That's really what Vegas is telling you right now is the Bengals are a touchdown. It's a touchdown win tonight for the Bengals because you got the 3 home field still. So, I guess technically they're saying it's a pick 'em, right? Yeah.
If they have, if they get them,
if they still do the 3. So
if you got a good field home,
I was
field,
going off the number that we get, and I like to add a little bit to it because it seems like we're always screwed on the end that we usually find. But Vegas would call this game like a 1-point game at home right now if they have a 4, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that's what they're saying. The homie, based on what's happened this year from our preseason ranking, I have Miami, the 6th team in the league. Okay, I have Cincinnati, as you saw from our power ranking, the 12th. They are 3 points separate. I would make this a 3, and then chew into it would probably be, I'd give maybe Cincinnati at least 1 for the home field, so it should be like a 1G to Miami, if anything. 4.5 going the other way. That's why I'm scared of the 4.5, because I want some Cincinnati, but not at 4.5, not at 3.5. Knowing that Miami is better, I hope that I'm not fooled by that, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? By some of the late win that they had, and then this one right here where Buffalo was on the field the whole damn game and they weren't.
Yeah, and you got to look at the with the Tua injury. Was it really his head? Was it his back?
Right.
Waddle's groin injury. That's why I got a sleeper for you.
Worried about dude's groins.
That's why I got a sleeper in my fantasy league that nobody knows about. That's gonna go get some points tonight.
David Sills.
No.
Oh, I gave that one away.
No, not even close.
David Sills big on your fantasy rosters. Go get him.
No, I don't even think he's a fantasy ad. Nope, he's not a fantasy ad, and definitely not a fantasy drop. He's not on any. He's not even on any roster. That's why.
Who? David Sills?
Yeah.
Man, the Giants don't have nobody to throw to this week. Of course, he's going to be the number 1 pass catcher for them.
Yeah, well,
everybody's dead.
We're not to the Giants yet. We're still talking about the Dolphins.
Oh, you love the Dolphins. Come on, let's go.
I got a sleeper for that one.
Let's go.
So Aaron Barcott will find out when he checks the league waiver wire report on the other league. So
what is he going to find?
He's going to find the sleeper that's out there that, I don't give away my secrets. He's still available in our league. I ain't telling you till after.
Oh, it's still available. Okay, got you. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Because I picked him up in another league. I didn't pick him up in our league that we're in, so I can't give you away those secrets.
Somebody already stole mine already. Romeo Dobbs from Green Bay.
I already picked him up and dropped him, I think, on both leagues.
You tripping. That's all they got.
Yeah, well, I'm about ready to trade Aaron Rodgers too. Go with the good old guy.
I would.
Anyways, let's get into some of these games, bro. We got Miami, Cincinnati. You getting up at 6:30 on Sunday? Watch little New Orleans and fuck, what is it?
Getting up, no. Getting up, no. Will it be on first when I first get up? Probably. So when I first get up at 7, I'll probably miss the first quarter.
Tune in to why can I not remember this guy's name?
Who?
The tight end that's been around forever, BYU guy that's going to be quarterback on Sunday for the New Orleans.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, that guy, Taysom Hill. Man, I'm telling you, with the something's wrong with me, dude. I may get my head checked. I get freaking couldn't plug in the adapters earlier, and then now I can't remember Taysom Hill. For all this we talked, how many times we talked about Taysom Hill last year?
Yeah, you got COVID brain, G.
A billion times, dude. But yeah, I don't think that one. I will not be setting the alarm to get up for that one. Jameis sounds like he is back and neck and ankle and all that stuff.
Kirk Cousins only plays good at one time, and this is earlier than that.
This isn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
This might be one of those snoozes.
No, I would make this game right where they have it, so I'm pretty much accurate. I would make it a 1. So I'm not touching this. I don't really have anything to say about these two teams because they're both in the second 10.
Well, at least we got the second 10, like you said, coin flip and probably not fun to watch.
Yep.
Speaking of another game that's not going to be fun to watch, Seattle at Detroit.
Okay.
4.
So now, where are your loyalties?
My loyalties are rolling with
Goof, with the homie Goof.
I don't like the 4 points, but yeah, definitely rolling with the Goof and Jamal Williams and DJ Chark, and hopefully a healthy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
They're hurt, but this is a buy signal for me because I would make this game even 5. So now I would go, oh, this is a steal.
Yeah, so you would take 4.
Yeah, man.
If I could read this,
and hopefully maybe there's some injury news because I heard Amon-Ra is iffy, Jamal's iffy.
Yeah, I think Chark's iffy. Not Jamal, is Jamal? DeAndre Swift.
No, Swift.
Yeah, Swift. I think Swift's out.
Yeah.
But Jamal and Craig Reynolds are golden, dude.
Yeah.
But you got Detroit's offense at 31 points per game, second behind the freaking MVP Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, right? What do you got? The Seahawks at like 15 points per game? 15, yeah.
Come on.
So I don't know.
Seahawks under a safe bet every time out or what?
No, this is gonna be an over game. This is what, 48.
How many more weeks are we going with? Your boy?
I think this is the last one. Yeah, I think this is the last
Pizza.
Week. Yeah, I think this is the last week. I think
it's the last one you're gonna order from Geno's Pizza. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's the time. Didn't I say that 2 weeks ago? I said that 2 weeks ago that he has the first half because I wanted him, if he didn't score if they couldn't put a drive together, it wasn't really worth nothing. And then they had to make a change. But yeah, I think this is it won't happen. Because
you don't think so? Because this is the look ahead. So now you're
how do you
2 games back to back?
Okay,
loyalties on the line.
Quick. But hold on real quick.
Go.
Hold on. How do you bench a quarterback who has 100 QBR rating right now?
Ooh.
And is like an 80% passer? I mean, you have nothing to go off of. He's like top 6 or 7 in the NFL in QBR rating.
Coach P likes him.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot bench a quarterback that's not really losing you the game, but he's not winning you the game either.
Okay, let me give you this real quick. Okay, so if he does, I'm gonna give you the look ahead. Where possibly might it happen? Week 5 against New Orleans in New Orleans. Week 6 is at home at Arizona. Week 7 is on the road in Los Angeles versus the Chargers. He still got a job, huh?
That was week what? 6, 7?
That was week 7.
Yeah.
He still got a job, huh? Home versus the Giants for week 8.
I think if you, I I think if you do it week 7 when you're on the road. So when you come back for week 8, when you're at home, you said home.
Yep.
Yeah. When you come back for home, you don't want to, I don't think that you would want to start, change a quarterback and let your whether they agree with it or not.
Right.
You don't want to give them the change at home. Right. Because don't you think that they would like,
you want the crowd to back your guy.
At least give him 1 week and then find out, hey, if they're going to get backed or not, in my opinion. But I mean, yeah, like I said, I think this should be the last week if you don't win this game. But then again, how do you bench a quarterback with 100 QBR and an 80% passing rating? You can't, because it's not his problem. It's not really him that's losing the game. And I think, how many does he even have an interception? Maybe one interception. Yeah, the one he threw at the end of the game. 2 interceptions.
Can't do it. Marvin Jones didn't even do that.
He's not turning the ball over, right? So I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be interesting to find out. What else you got, homie?
I'll tell you, I'm gonna take a pit stop at what I like, since I've already alluded to this game. We got a big game, man, a show improved game for your boy Trevor Lawrence, man. Taking the show on the road to Philadelphia to see what's up with these young Eagles and really test themselves. And guess what? Guess what we've got here? We've got a revenge game. You gotta love the revenge games, because you gotta set the story. You got Doug Peterson coming back. Where I won my ring at. I'm wearing my ring all week. Okay, all up in young Trev face. I'm wearing rings and I'm waving my hands, I'm flapping, I'm doing the eagle, I'm doing all of that because I'm coming back for revenge, sue for damages. Nobody's there from when I was there. None of the people know. Frank Reich's gone, Carson Wentz gone, all of the main culprits, Nick Foles gone, all the main people is gone. You know what I'm saying? All my wide receivers gone, everybody's gone who's there with, but the team is still there. So I got to take this out on people. I have Jacksonville, man, moving up for the first time. I was so surprised to move Jacksonville out of my bottom 5. I haven't moved Jacksonville out of a bottom. I went through two things of legal pads, looking to
see where you
when did I move Jacksonville out of the bottom 5, bro? And they are officially out of the bottom 5 now, and they are about to break into the second 10. Okay, if they break into the second 10, watch out. But I like what they're doing. I think that I like the number for them. I don't know, because 6.5 their way is better than the number I would give. I have it at 5.5. I got them 5.5 points apart from each other. So, a little
pretty close to what it's probably. What is it, 6 or 6.5? Vegas
6.5. What I opened with. So if it stays right around there, it's right there. So Philly would have to go and prove it to us, right? This is what Philly's got to do. They want to take control of that division. Yeah. They gotta prove it to us, right? They're undefeated, but Jacksonville is coming in hot. They also, believe it or not, have a chance to take over this division. I'm talking about a full takeover. Full takeover. Jacksonville 2-1 if they go 3-1 in this division. I don't even have strength of schedule. I wish I was muttering around and I could
you can just pull up
filibuster long enough, because I want to know where their strength of schedule is.
You had it. They weren't top 10 when we talked about it.
They don't have a hard schedule.
They weren't a top 10 team. It was NFC West and NFC the NFC West and AFC West basically had like 4 of the top 10 teams, or 5, half of the top 10. So maybe their Jacksonville isn't that bad. But I'll tell you, I like this game too, and this is a morning game. I have to flip back and forth between the Detroit and Seattle, and then Jacksonville, Philly, because it's going to be interesting to find out, because you got Philadelphia, obviously the number 1 offense in the league, putting up 447 yards a game, average of 300 passing, 150 rushing, so they're both right there. And then you got the young kid, Trevor Lawrence. They're putting up 375 yards a game. 250 passing and 120 rushing. So not bad. I mean, that's pretty solid, and 28 points a game. So they're right there. Both of them are 28 points.
All right. So just to tie a bow on that before I forget, tie for 6th easiest schedule.
6th easiest?
Yep.
Both of them, Philly and Jacksonville? Or Jacksonville's tied for 6th.
Philly officially tied or the 2nd easiest schedule.
Oh, geez. That's crazy.
So that's why Philly was a good. Philly was a good go, right? For the total wins, but Jacksonville having the easiest schedule again. That's what I was going back to. Again, they have a chance to take control of this division.
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Yeah, well, this, like I said, this is gonna be one of those good games. I think this ends up being. I mean, we're talking. You had yours at 5.5, Philly. So if we can get plus 6.5, just like last week against the Chargers. It was +6, or something like that. So 5.5 or 6.
The old coach ain't gonna lose by a touchdown.
Doug Peterson's not gonna let it happen. No, just a real quick on the defensive side of the ball. After I just went over the offensive side of the ball,
let's go.
Jacksonville's defense is allowing 12 points a game. Philly's only allowing 16 points a game. 296. Philadelphia gives up a game. Yards, and Jacksonville 306. So these defenses on paper are pretty similar, but we'll see what happens.
Go ahead, because I know that other one is the one.
I think I just want to touch real quick on the Jets in Pittsburgh, since I didn't see a line. I think it's off because Zach Wilson is supposedly making his comeback.
Right.
So your boy is back, and let's see what happens there. I'm not interested in that game at all, but I'm interested to see what the Milfmonger does, man.
Hey.
Buffalo, Baltimore.
There you go.
This one is going to be a good one, I think.
I think it's mispriced some kind of way, but go ahead.
Buffalo's a 3-point road favorite. Is that correct? Is that what I'm seeing right now?
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen some movement then. Well, that's better. Okay. So
what do you have?
I saw open at 1.5 to Buffalo. I should have jumped all over that because I would make it 4. Now you're saying it's settling in the middle at 3.
So you think that even Buffalo on the road should be a favorite by 3?
Yes. I have, and that's even with Buffalo catching a downgrade last week.
But I don't know, man. This is one of those crazy I just don't see a team.
What team are you seeing from the Ravens? Are you seeing a team, or are you seeing Lamar Jackson play people?
I'm seeing they just decide to put up points, and it doesn't really matter how bad their defense is.
No, exactly.
And with the defense, the Buffalo still doesn't have a healthy defense in the DBs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They just came back off of, after a emotional game.
They got Poyer and those dudes coming back.
No, I don't even know if Poyer's coming back. I think all of them. There was 2 of them that went on the IL or whatever.
All right.
But still, they're only giving up. Their defense only what they give up last week. 20 points to
they're still
Miami.
pretty stout. Yeah, they're still pretty stout.
But I think that's
fantasy,
more.
so.
I think that was more of just like the game plan and like what's going to happen. But that was an emotional loss for them last week. And I mean, trust me, I don't want Lamar to go off. I'm playing the back that pass up in fantasy, and she has Lamar, and I can't let these girls win again in fantasy. So, I don't want that to happen, but I just think you just can't not bet on. It's like betting against Tom Brady at this point. Or a couple years ago, when you know that he's on fire, no matter how much you don't think that they're going to win, they always find a way to do it. As Baltimore is an underdog at home, that might be a way to take the money line on that one. I mean, +3 again at home. It's baffling to me. Because I mean, we forgot to talk about how shitty Kansas City is, but Kansas City on the road last week, they were a 5.5 point favorite. And we thought the 5.5 was something fishy. We talked about being fishy, and they shit the bed going into Indy and getting the Indy their first win on the road. So, I mean, it's just weird to me that when a road team is a favorite against when there's two decent teams.
But it just happened all last week, though. All last week, Baltimore, or they were a road fave, but Jacksonville, road dog. Atlanta, road dog. Green Bay, road dog. So, I mean, it was road dogs out here last week, and that was winning. But now, here's the thing. I wondered why you were doing that.
Baltimore was a road favorite.
Yeah, they were a road favorite. I corrected.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So both of these guys are 2-1 against each other against the spread in the last matchups against each other. So against each other, they both cover. So they're both 2-1 against each other on the cover. So that doesn't help either. So I don't know which direction you go with this situation. It seems like one of those where if you're on the Baltimore side, you're probably happy about the extra points you're getting. If you're on the Buffalo side, you're probably like, okay, well, I hope that the defense holds up to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I'll have to see an injury report on that and see how that ends up turning out to see, where they're at. But I mean, maybe that the part of the +3 or the -3 for Buffalo is that Baltimore's defense is worse than the Seattle Seahawks defense. So giving up 450 yards. Oh wait, is that even right? What the hell is this? Oh wow.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Giving up like 455 yards, 58 yards a game. I mean,
they gave up mad yards to Mac Jones.
Yeah, so on a broken freaking ankle, like Kurt Angle, broken neck. So I don't know. We'll see, man. I don't know. That'll be interesting to find out.
Patriots, bro. Ugh. I don't even want to talk about them. But anyway, there's nothing really. I don't know. You got the Mahomes versus Brady show again that we talked about. That's a Sunday night football situation, and that'll be another one that luckily they dodged a hurricane situation there. So that game is going to be played on schedule, no issues. I'd make the game going the other way. 1.5 to KC opens up at 2.5. What is it sitting at now?
I think I got KC -1, another road.
Okay, so it's corrected itself out. So now it's closer to where I have it. So in this situation, all I know is that Kansas City's been playing soft, man. And I think that
after I buy in and to give Mahomes his props, and then they look what happens.
But it's the same thing. They find a way to win. They just don't win cute. When they do, they do. And you go, oh, look at that. This looks like an under game to me. As frustrated as Tom Brady been, they haven't put up no points against anybody, really.
Yeah. The only thing that
it just looks like an under game at night.
The only thing that scares me about that is that there's not a whole lot. Well, besides Mike Evans coming back, but I mean, at the same time, hopefully we're still connected. But at the same time, I just don't. I think this is one of those emotional games where everybody's emotionally involved, like you said.
Yeah.
This is definitely an under game. I mean,
Super Bowl rematch. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, with all the game plans, I mean, even with Bruce Arians not being there anymore, he's still involved in the team. They both have a quality game plan. It's going to be one of those
like too much
snoozers Sunday night game. But let's get to your Monday night game, bro, because we have to. And don't forget, we got to do the hometown plays of the week, because I got a few for my Seahawks when we close it out. But unless there's another game you want, well, I guess we really do touch on is Joshy Boy McDaniels is RIP John Clayton. Used to call him Joshy Boy McDaniels out of LVR if he loses this game and goes 0-4 in Vegas.
Out? I don't know. I don't think out. I think hot seat, yeah. Because
he's already on the hot seat. He's sitting on some jalapenos.
Nah, bro.
He's
on. They just brought in this dude.
He already got called to the office.
I noticed, but it's the best guy you could have brought in terms of a face man since you lost Gruden. It's the best guy you could have got that was available.
Yeah, you got rid of Gruden. He was the guy.
I know, but this is the best guy you could have got after that. So you got to be patient right here. You was patient with John Gruden and all of this, and John Gruden made those progressive steps. He had some rough starts like this. I don't know if it was an 0-4 start, but Denver, and as ugly as they are, if this is not an opportunity for them to get that win, facing the 3-and-out Broncos is the way to do it. Okay, because the Broncos should be 0-3. Who have they beat? Now, they won some games. They got some marks in the win column. But who have they beat? They ain't beat nobody.
No.
So they just barely won. So
yeah,
now
and they could very well be 3-0 because they barely lost to the Seahawks, right? So they're not out there. They're not out there putting their freaking feet on the ground, making $45 million rusts.
And the same thing with the Raiders. The Raiders been in a couple coin flips too. They just lost by 2 points to the Titans last week. So they could be right where they're at too. I felt bad that they were out of the second 10. I was like, damn, the Raiders out of the second 10, but I can't show them no love. I mean, I want them to see them do good. I mean, I feel like calling them to the carpet. You know what I'm saying? They about to get detention fucking around with me. But they ain't acting right.
Don't let them fall to the bottom 4. Don't let them fall. That's a seller. The bottom 4 is the fade all day 4. Is that what you call them? The fade all day 4.
We have new entries into the bottom 4. Okay, joining Houston and the New York Jets in the bottom 4.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
We have new appearances from the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Okay. So that's where we're at with the bottom 4. Okay. The Houston and the Jets are used to, they live right there. Okay. They're like, damn, where did Jacksonville go? Ain't that some shit? Damn, where the Giants go? They used to be here with us. Nah, they gone, man. They can't live that life no more. They, you know what I'm saying? They want the glamorous life. Ooh, the glamorous.
Just like the Giants in Jacksonville have been in the bottom, and Carolina have been in the bottom for years, bro.
Yo, and that's how it goes. I mean,
all right. So sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna get into. I'll go into this real quick.
Yeah, let's get into your
rivalry week. This is rivalry week for me. Okay.
Man, I swear. Let me just say this real quick.
49er week.
If your Rams don't smash these fools by 32, if it's not 49 to 6, I'm gonna be disappointed.
They still got Nick Bosa, man. What do you think this is? They still got Warner running around there like he ain't got no sense. Crazy. They got this new kid that reminds me of Troy Polamalu, just jumping all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah,
what's
well,
wrong.
he's not.
I don't know what's wrong with him, but they still have that same little defense. Now, do they have the same stuff that they used to have on offense? They used to bother us. No, it does not look like, and that I am fine with. So we don't have to worry about Jalen Ramsey getting tested too much, because the 5 is starting to get a little warm. He's starting to get a little piped up. He's starting to get upset. He's getting a little backlash from us out here calling him out. He heard me directly. I know he heard me directly. You know what I'm saying? That's why he went right out and got that interception right there. Okay. It was immediate. It was just the pressure. Okay. So on top of that, we're going to keep the effort flowing. This is, and I appreciate you having the clairvoyance to try to get into the homie's head. Now, this is your Matt Stafford 3-touchdown game right here. I'm not calling nothing crazy, but this is your Matt Stafford 3-touchdown game for how many? ¿Cuántos yardas? 400. 400 yards to go along with those 3 touchdowns. And we're going to spread it out this time. Okay. So I'm not even going to put that. This is probably the week where that Allen Robinson 100-yard situation is going to come up.
We go back to Cooper Kupp and the over hundo.
Ease.
Is that a play of the week?
Oh, that's an ongoing lock until you hear otherwise. And
I don't think it would have hit last week though.
It would not have hit last week. But see, I wouldn't.
But now we're gonna bump back on.
Yeah, I wouldn't have played it last week because the Arizona Cardinals, for whatever reason, the last 2 times that Cooper Kupp did not hit, both of them against the Cardinals. I would have. You notice I did not even mention it last week.
No, you didn't. I forgot about it because I got sidetracked with everything else.
Yeah, you said I would have stopped you in your tracks if you had.
Yeah, good, because I needed that last week. You have A-Rob as a 100-yard also.
This is probably the one. I was probably a week ahead. So this could happen, but you could piggyback that and carry over last week's into this one, since
plus
Stafford,
if you're looking for a prop play, he's not going to have 100 on there. It's going to be like probably 68,
69
for Allen Robinson.
Yep.
And then Cooper's still going to be probably 90s, high 90s. Yeah, 90, 95.
Yep.
So,
yeah. But it'll happen. And this is a Rams win on the road, everybody. So, I mean, just like I said last year in the playoffs, this is a Rams win right here on the road.
Yeah, and they're an underdog. And this is what I don't understand. If you're picking after the shitty games that San Francisco has played, and they're a 1.5 point favorite at home unless it's changed.
Right.
I mean, I know the Rams haven't been stellar, but if you're going to favor Buffalo and Baltimore, if you're going to favor Buffalo on the road at Baltimore with more powerful offense than with Baltimore having, I guess, more of a powerful offense, but not a good defense, but you're going to favor San Francisco at home. I don't understand it. It just doesn't make
sense. No, I mean, I get it, because if you look at it like this, the Rams are being outscored this year, right? And on top of that, you have seen nothing from a run game from the Rams all year. And then you throw in the amount of turnovers that you've seen from Matt Stafford, and that's all you need to write the story the way that they want to tell it, right? But you also have on the other side, you got the 49ers, and then the 49ers with going into a year, okay, preparing for a quarterback. Now, granted, this is a quarterback that took you to the Super Bowl. We know this, understandable. But you spent all year guys. Brandon Ayuk built this thing with Trey Lance, and they thought that he was going to be a 1,000-yard receiver this year because they thought they had some connection in preseason. Okay, they thought he was going to get off the line. That is not materialized, and it ain't going to now. Brandon Ayuk was in the doghouse with Jimmy Garoppolo. He never got the ball. Trust me, I know I had him in fantasy with that year they went to the Super Bowl. He was 8, or the year after, last year, I should say. I had to cut him. So here's the deal. We're concerned with the fact that they still have that same little shifty running game that these guys tend to get confused by. What I like about this game is we've got brains on deck, brains in the middle, and it's brains that are familiar with the situation. It's your boy, B Swag G. Okay. He's familiar with the scene as well.
B Swags, baby.
He is not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Okay. This is not for that shit. Okay. He's not playing these games. So he knows how to play that 49er situation now being integrated in what we do. I think is a nice, because there was a lot of over pursuit, and that's why that 49ers block or shit that they do works, because the Rams defense is way too overzealous. They trying to, be the star who made the tackle for loss, right? And then they over pursue. And then next thing you know, this dude is gone. Debo out the back. So that's what we're looking for to happen in this game. Jimmy Garoppolo is getting rocked, G. Rocked. Trust. Because he was not ready. He ain't practiced behind no line. Did you see how they showed the clip of the preseason? He wasn't even allowed to practice with nobody's throws.
Yeah, we talked about that. Remember, he was like living in his own little world out there.
Yeah,
on
his
the
throws is over
field.
here. Yeah, he on the practice field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would take. I'm taking LAR money line all day long. I don't even need the points.
No, you don't in this one. You don't in this one. The only reason you want them is because the odds will make it better in your favor. Yeah, okay, but if we get any kind of plus money, the only thing that you're concerned about is the little Levi Stadium juju. That's about it.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
As I say, you got for your hometown plays of the week, Stafford, 3 TDs, all on 400 yards, Cup 100, A-Rob 100.
Easy.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No. Well, if this is a Rams win, going away. This is going away. This is the Rams look like Rams look. Okay. This is where we bring it together.
I got a couple for you on the
long week.
My Seahawks / Detroit Lions money hometown plays of the week here. I wrote them down earlier. So I'm going to start with the Detroit Lions, like you mentioned about Stafford, 3 touchdowns. It's funny you said that. I put Goof, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Easy.
So
you even threw his interception in there.
One interception. Yep. One interception. And I didn't put the yards. I'm not going to steal the 400, but he'll throw for 400 also. So here's my, and then the rest of it, I got Kenny Walker will get his first NFL touchdown rush from the 2-yard line, and he'll have a total of 32 yards rushing for the game. I got to give
DraftKings over. It sounds like 32 yards. Okay.
32 yards rushing total, and his first NFL touchdown from the 2-yard line. Don't forget.
Yeah, right.
These are hometown plays of the week, baby. We get wild up in here. And I gave a shout out to R-Dub, Rich Warnick. If Shelby Harris is back, Shelby Harris is going to get the sack since my homeboy Al Woods did not get his last week. So I'm going with another sack, but this time by Shelby Harris. And you can't forget the Quandre Diggs interception back in Detroit. So that's the other one. So that's the one interception that Goof's going to give up to the boy Quandre. So
and not to Wordle or whatever his name is. What's the other dude's name?
Woolen. Tariq Woolen, yeah. No, Quandre's going back playing in Detroit. He's gonna hometown, the
double revenge.
Yeah, a little bit of a revenge. So get everybody hyped. So so that's what I got. Anything else you got, homie? What's cracking down there?
Oh no, I think we need to get the kickoff, right?
Yeah, well, we already missed the kickoff. It's 7-3 right now. 7-3 Cincinnati.
Oh,
Miami got it. Miami got it in the red zone and effed it all up, I guess. I didn't get no Gesicki touchdown. I didn't get no River Craycraft touchdown.
Got the good I got the good Joe Mixon touchdown for the first time of the year. All right, I'll take that.
Joe Mix.
I'll take that. That's a different league, but I'll take that.
Let's go. So, hey, everybody, we appreciate you all listening. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review on whatever favorite podcast platform you use. Go to funner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe and smash that like button. Hit us up with that hashtag Stix and Sports on Twitter. Follow me at Stix015. Follow this guy at homie_anonymous. We're going to be popping off the next today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever days they are. Use the hashtag Stix and Sports. Let's get some conversations going. We appreciate y'all. What you got, homie?
Man, I just got to get my gritty on, man. Hey, check this out. Stay tuned, stay posted, stay in it. We're with you. It's all the time. Subscribe, review, rate us. It's fun.
That was Sports Fix with Stix. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. If you want to join the show, use the hashtag Stix and Sports.
Winners don't make excuses.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.